Hello children, welcome again to the virtual session. So let us continue with chapter 11, today's part 2, force and pressure. So what we have done in our earlier session, let us see. We have seen what is force. So just a recap of force. A force is a push or a pull or both. A force cannot be seen but we can feel and observe the effects of the force. So what is force? Is a push or a pull, or it's a combination of both. Push, what is a push? A force to move an object away from our bodies. Push, like you pushing a trolley. Pull, a pull is when we apply a force to move an object towards the body, like you pull a trolley towards yourself, so that is pull. A combination of both, like playing a guitar, sawing wood, scrubbing the floor, rowing boat. So it can be combination of both. So this is what the concept of force, which should be very clear to you. Then we have seen some examples here of force: pressing the switch, kicking a ball, knocking a nail, launching rocket, pushing trolley. All this needs force. So what is force? When a push or a pull is applied to an object, it is called force. A force can change the state of an object from rest to motion or vice versa. So suppose an object is on rest, you can change the state of the object. So it is at rest, you can bring that object into motion, or an object in motion you can bring to rest with the application of force. To let a force come into play, two or more objects must interact with each other. So this is very important part of force, that two objects should two or more objects should interact for the force to come into play. So this is what we have done in a previous session. So let us see effects of force today. What are the effects of force? What actually the role of force we will see. How does it affect? So you have to take this down in your notebook. Extremely important points. Effect of force on an object. What happens when force comes into play? What happens to an object? So when force comes into play, force can make an object to move from rest. Force can stop a moving object. Force can change the speed of an object if it is moving. Force can change the direction of a motion of an object. Force can change the shape of an object. Force may cause one or more of these effects. So, 5 main effects of force on an object we have seen over here. And if force comes into play, then these effects will be seen. Two effects, one effect at a time, or more than one effect can be seen at a time. So these are some pictures over here. You can see making a chapati, you can bring a change in the shape of an object. You can bring a change in the state of rest, like person pushing a car. You can stop the moving ball. That can bring down a object in motion, you can bring to rest. So these are some examples here. You can bring motion in an object. So you can see how playing cricket, you can bring a motion in a cricket ball. So all these application of force you can see in this picture. Force can have these many effects. So each example will convey the effect of force on an object. Please take it down in your notebook, children. So here in this diagram, same thing, effect of force being discussed. So over here, same thing you can put in the diagram form, effect of force, or you just need to write in point wise. Now we need to see exploring force. Now we will explore force. What is force and other aspects of force we will see. Force can change the state of motion of an object. So we have learned in a previous session that it can bring change in the state of motion. a resting object you can bring in motion, or a object in motion you can bring to rest with the help of force. So what is motion of an object? You have to take it down in your notebook. An object is said to be in motion if it is moving by certain speed in a particular direction. So you have to take down this. When you say that object is in motion, when it is moving with some speed and it should have some particular direction. If the object is at rest, it means that it is not changing its position with respect to an observing point. Hence, it has zero speed. So, please take this down. These points are extremely important. What happens when an object is at rest? This means it is not changing the position with respect to the observing point. When you are observing an object is at rest, that means it is not changing its position. Hence, the speed of that object is zero. So you this concept should be very clear. Kindly take it down in your notebook, children. Then when the object starts moving, it means that its position is being changed with respect to an observation point. Like now, if you see an object start moving, it means it is changing its position. So if you see a car moving, so you can that indicates, or as an observer you can see the position of the car will change with respect to you. You are at an observation point. So when an object start moving, it means its position is being changed with respect to an observation point. In order to move an object from one place to another, a force is required to bring that object in motion. So this point should also be very clear. In order to move an object from one place to another, we need a force to bring that object in motion. So this concept, this point should be very clear with you. You have to write these points in your notebook, children. Now, any object cannot move by itself or change its state of motion on its own without the application of a force. So, if you and suppose you kept a book on a table, so unless it will not move unless and until you change the state of motion. So, if you are keeping it from one place to another, you are bringing a force into action. A force into force will come into play. So, and any object cannot move. A book kept on a table will not move on itself. A change in state of its motion on its own without the application of force. So, when you keep it from one position to the other, that means you are applying force. So, it will not move by itself. You need to apply a force to change its position. However, it is not a case that this change of state of motion will take place every time with every kind of object. For instance, if a person tries to push a very heavy object such as a wall, it would not at all. So it's not always with every kind of object. There's some exceptional, like you can move with a force, you can shift the position of a book kept on a table from one place to another. But in case of a wall, if you are pushing it, you are applying force, then it force will not work at all. So this push, you are pushing a very heavy object, that wall, this force will not come into play, because even if you are applying with a great force, that will not work at all. So this is not the case in every object and every time. So there are exception like a wall. So you have to note down these points here, children. Therefore, you can't bring change. The here it is not the case that this change of state of motion will take place every time with every kind of object. This point is extremely important. Next, the shape of an object can be altered if some force is applied on it. Like you are making a chapati, so you can bring altered means change the shape of an object. A very simple example, by application of little force you can make chapati depending upon the magnitude of the force that is being applied. So the amount, the magnitude, how much it is, the value, the number, magnitude is just a number you can say. So by how much magnitude you are applying the force and the rigidity of the object, the effect on its shape and size can be observed. So the effect on its shape and size depends on the magnitude of the force that is applied and the rigidity of the object. Rigidity means object have a rigidity, a different rigidity. Every object have their own rigidity. uh, it gives resistance to change, so that rigidity is there in every object. So it depends on every object. You can bring with a little force, a very slight application of force, you can make a chapati. But if you want to compress a football, you need lots of force. So compression of a football will need a more greater force than making a chapati. So it depends on two important factor: magnitude of the force you apply and the rigidity of the object. This point is also very important. Please take it down. And very important point, you can bring a change in the shape of an object with the application of a force. Now force can change the shape of an object is seen over here. For you to understand that a force can change the shape of an object. Here stretch a rubber band. So you apply the force and you can stretch it, change the shape. Press a sponge, shape change. Squeeze a spring. Yes, squeezing spring, you can bring a change in the shape. See, you can, before and after it is shown, you can bring a change in the shape of an object with the application of force. So I hope you will have written down the points and the concepts are clear. You go through the points again and again, and please try and understand the concept very well. You need to understand the concept of force and the effect of force and all the other aspect of force for this chapter. And please take down points which being mentioned in the session for you. It should be there in your notebook. Thank you, children. Have a great day. We will continue with the same chapter in our next session.